Good morning, everyone. My name is Christian from Two-Headed Wolf Gaming, and welcome back to Path of Exile. And we are at the end of the game. So, what is there left to do? Well, as I said at the end of the last episode, a whole new world opens up when you reach the end game. But before we get into the missions and doing maps and things like that, I wanted to talk about some of my first goals during this end game part. And we're going to be checking our guide again, right? So, what are we going to do towards the end of the game? Well, one of the things we need to find now on different maps, we will need to find six different ascendancy uh, challenges, we will need all of those in order to get our fourth ascendancy points. So that is going to be one of the missions. The second one will be upgrading our pantheon. Every god, if we take a look in our pantheon, let's see, where was the pum, pum, pum. There it was. I'll show you on the game screen. So every god has a different bonus, but if you look underneath, it says that if we capture an ancient architect, we get 10% chance to avoid projectiles. If we capture shock and horror, that's a 5% chance to dodge attack and spells hits if you've been hit recently. If you capture Sirgan, Shadow Alchemist, we avoid projectiles that have chained. And the guide says that we want to do that avoid projectiles that have chained as soon as possible. That's because it attacks like Arc, like we've been doing, goes from monster to monster directly without having to target. So you cannot really avoid it. And then we'll have these for Shakri. Capture Terror of Infinite Drifts, 50 less duration of poisons on us. You cannot be poisoned while there are at least 5 poisons on us. Poison does stack, and I think the limit of poison is 100 when it's on you. There are different ideas with that, like there are builds that can work with this and a lot of things like that, but we're not going to go into it right now. But for these, we will need to go find these bosses, fight them, and also have a special item that we will randomly find on the maps in order to get this. Getting back to our guide. So that's one of the missions that we're working for. On here, like we have most of the links. I want to buy an Assassin's Mark as well to start leveling it up. And Wave of Conviction, we're also leveling it up already. But we will need to find a wand that can automatically trigger these two effects. And if I look at the gear, there's some stuff that we're gonna get into. At this moment, we're just gonna farm different types of gear, and in time we're gonna get more and more into trying to make the perfect gear. Rare Hubris Circlet, 76 energy shield with Arc Enchant, if we can, Power Charge, damage to spells, life and resistance. So this is what we're gonna use. Mostly we'll take a look at our resistances right now, and we're gonna try to cap them as soon as possible. Owl's Uprising. So this is the one that will reserve no mana. So I looked for this item. It's a unique item, Onyx Amulet, with 4 attainable variants. Okay, so there are 4 different types. Thing is, if you take a look, where can we obtain it from? It's from Owl, the Crystal King. Okay, well, if we check him out, let's see. So these are some of his stats. He is in the Primeval area. And this is an area level 5. Probably is some sort of a map that we can drop it from. And we're gonna do that. Probably we're gonna farm for this item at some point. we're gonna look for him later on when we get to maps level 5. We will unlock it along the way, so we know where to get that from. Then we have a Veiled Regalia. We still need to find something like this for our 6 link and for our energy shield. This is going to be quite a while until we finally get it, but we're gonna work at it. Sorcerer's Gloves, nothing special. Two-toned boots with high life, movement, speed, and resistances. Two-toned is a type of boots that offer you resistances, like the 2-color rings do. Leather belt for life and high resistances. Mark of the Shaper and an Elder Ring with life, mana regeneration, and some resistance. Mark of Shaper is a unique item that appears from a special map, or can appear from a special map. It's quite a difficult battle. You're fighting some of the old endgame bosses. Now today it has been replaced with different kinds of mechanics. And 2 rare ones with +1 lightning skills. Well, we have only one with +1 lightning, spell damage and crit multiplier, and 1 wand with trigger a socketed spell when you use a skill. So I want to get that as soon as we can. With this in mind, I think all in all it's about it. We're looking also for this Glorious Vanity. Glorious Vanity, it says here, because I looked it up as well, that we will get it. Is restricted with the Flag League for Legion active. There are additional ways to acquire League restricted items. See League specific items for more details. There are also cards, but there will be some areas with legions, so I'm hoping that we will be able to randomly get one. Who knows? We will try to farm it out. Now, today, with the new league, things are a lot easier to get, now that we can customize the map a bit. So, that is the plan. The reason why we want that, it's, if we take a look on Path of Building, like, we'll place it here, and it's going to change this node for 50% of non-chaos damage taken, bypass energy shield, and gain 20 of maximum mana, maximum life as extra maximum energy shield. If you are wondering, like, why would we do that? Well, let's see, where was it? Somewhere here in the build, in the guide, because these guys are pretty good. By the way, sorry about my rugged voice. Still early in the morning. I think I'm coming down with a cold or something, but hopefully not. So for those of you who play Trade League, which we are, we've also included Glorious Vanity in the build. This jewel with the Doriani sacrifice grants you Corrupted Soul Notable, which allows you to pick almost 2000 energy shield for 4 nodes at the cost of dividing all incoming damage between life and energy. Since your life regenerates at the speed of light through though, and your energy shield gets replenished through leech, you're really not worried about this. This jewel combined with the benchcraft on the chest piece is what gets you most of your energy shield and thus your 10,000 effective HP. So we have a plan. Let's get started with the endgame.
TbXie my name. Tracker and officer in Oriath's new citizen vanguard. With the front line, ensuring the likes of Kitava and Innocence never blindside us again.
Good.
I'll come right out with it, Gods.
So now we
just make life complicated.
So now we have to help him. Let me change a bit of this. I think that should be about right. Maybe slightly lower. What happened? The music was turned off because I opened the podcast last night and I tried to farm for a jewel for that. What is it called? Oh, for the card that provides us with Enlighten level 4, and man, that is a rare drop. Like, I went around the map. You also have to understand. So this is a map device. You also have to understand.
By the muscular golden arse of innocence, what was that?
Yeah, well, we're gonna continue forward. Let's see.
My brother spoke of a device like that. Got my eye on you.
So this will be the map device, a map device that we're gonna use. I'm not gonna go into the lore of it now. We just wanna unlock it. Fallen chords, I guess they're in the other, on the other side, not here. The idea is that drops, like if an area is like level 60 and you are like level 80 when you go through,
That would just make life complicated.
it reduces the drop rate by 20%. Yeah, not sure why you'd put Kitava's skull there, but sure.
The courts haven't been secured yet. Be ready for a tussle. The abominations left in Kitava's wake have gone slack-jawed since his destruction. But they're still prone to fly into rages if provoked.
Come on, keep up.
Search and destroy, men! We'll clear a path! There's the office of the man himself. Search his desk.
Yeah, the power, we're reaching, like, look at that. Almost 45,000 damage. And we're still leveling up the
That's what we need. Let's head to the reliquary on the other side of Ariath Square.
Yeah, and we're still leveling up the gems, so we're not at level 20 just yet. Which is crazy. I'm just gonna go through here a bit. Do some cleanup. So this is a bit of endgame lore that was added later on today, later on last year. The endgame kept being changed over the years, which is pretty cool. Like, I find it quite interesting. Once again, I regret not getting into the game earlier, like just to experience the old stories like they were. But that is totally fine. You can still learn most of it through... Today, you can learn it through YouTubers, right? Or through lore masters, or through all types of people. Let's see, where is the... Oh, we have... I think we have to return. Let me take a portal directly.
That would just make life complicated.
Let's see, is it here or is it the haunted reliquary? Yes.
The vault of Venarius has been sealed for years. There's no telling what might be inside.
Don't worry, nothing too special.
There's a haunting odor in the air. Be wary. Men, kill everything that moves, except us.
Yes, a few traps won't really help us.
Stand on the other.
Won't leave it to really stop us. Okay. Oh, let's take a look at our resistances. We are uncapped anymore, which is a bit of a problem. At least we do have a potion that will cap our resistances, even if temporarily.
Hurts my eye just to look at. Those are definitely what we're looking for. Angles that don't make sense. Shapes that shouldn't exist. And corners to trap the sight. Let's install these in the device and see what happens. Meet me in your hideout, Exile.
Yep. So now we're going back into our hideout. Let me take, what was it called? The Assassin's Mark, right? That's what I'm looking for right now. Let's see. Where is my build? Assassin's Mark. Okay. So Assassin's Mark. Let's work on leveling it up. Now we're going back into our hideout.
I think I can put the pieces together by following the...
Yeah, and here is our map device. A map device that can be worked on.
My eye on you.
Let's see, what do we want first? Let's take a Cove's map, why not? And let me check these out pretty quick. I got some of these from yesterday when I told you I farmed an area out. I don't really need them. They're not really that great, like high level armor, so neither would other people.
Greetings.
They wouldn't look for them that much, and they're not 6 linked, so it doesn't really matter. I'll be throwing these contracts in here, farm them later on. And we're going with the map device. What was... let's see. World screen. Oh, it just wants me to do a map. And I threw the map in here. So, we have our first level maps, and then we have all these levels. From level to level, the difficulty increases even further away, but you will need to do some of these areas in order to go to the next ones. What I like to do, even early on, is at least make them magical. Then you'll see that there's item quantity, there's item rarity, and there's monsters pack size. Monster pack size gives you more chances that loot will drop, right? More monsters, more chances to win. And you see the modifiers at the bottom as well. 24% more monster life. Monster take 29% reduced extra damage from critical strikes. These maps can be a bit difficult, depending on the situation. The modifiers get tougher and tougher as you play along. So let's do a map. The map is considered complete when you defeat the end boss. We have rituals, because it is this league's mechanic, so you'll always find rituals probably. But now our chances to find different items from map to map will be increased, like we will get probably more powerful items, like more dangerous areas as well, more dangerous rituals, which will really challenge us. So we have 3 rituals remaining. An Exalted Orb, I doubt we could get it today. We can have Rusted Elder Scarabs, adds Elder Influence outcome to map area, 30 more rare Elder items found in the area. So that is good. given that we're looking for Owl's amulet, which is an elder item, we might just be lucky on one of these maps. We'll see. Let's explore it. Talk less, do more. Today's episode will be an hour long since we are at the end of the game and there's plenty of maps to explore. I want us to have a good start to the league. As you can see, we're taking some good damage here. And that's why the endgame is a bit more difficult. It starts to really challenge your build. Everything you've put together is going to be more and more difficult. And we're about... Last time, because of a different reasons... Let's see, where are the rest of the monsters? Here they are. Because of different reasons, we didn't really manage to get... combine 100 splinters to create a ritual vassal. Okay. We didn't manage to play this endgame, which is a bit unfortunate, but what can you do? But I'm hoping that this time we will be able to explore a whole lot of the endgame. Actually, I'm not hoping. We will explore a lot of the endgame because it's still very early in the league. We have plenty of time to do whatever we want. Maybe at some point, if you guys know the game, maybe you have some knowledge about how could I improve a certain build, or you'll learn together with me, because I'll be looking up for different recipes, for different ways to create the items that we want. We will be unlocking more and more recipes in the crafting bench, fight new types of monsters, new challenges. Okay, now our golems are starting to take quite a bit of damage as well. Okay, those are done. Let's see, where is the final monster? Perfect. What do we have now? Recover bow. A close helmet, the Baron. The Baron is a really cool helmet. It offers +2 to minion gem and +1 to the number of raised zombie plus per 500 strength. There are builds that go for this. It's pretty cool. Gem cutter prism. Like, look at this. Look at how many good items we actually find now. And how quickly we die there. Okay, so we definitely need to keep... For a while I was thinking about going for zealotry instead of sand, but I think it's pretty important to keep our defenses up as well. It also changes for me the direction. Like, I wanted to, of the passive points, I wanted to go for critical strike chance, but I think we might just have to do a quick change of plans. Let's open these first.
I'm ready and not before.
Okay. And let's open these final. Yeah, let's get away from the middle. When we will get our next ascendancy, this will be even easier in a sense, because at least we will apply some chilling effects and we will slow the monsters down. But for now you can see the chaos of the endgame, and it's actually very fun. Okay, so we have no more rituals. We're at 5500. I am going to defer some of... I want the Exalted Orb. That's definitely something that I want. Could go for the helmet as well. Like, some of these items, in a sense, could be better. And I am thinking about taking them, maybe. So instead of that helmet, I guess we will be spending it on something else. I'll buy that. I'm gonna buy the Gem Cutter Prism. Breachstone should be easier to farm nowadays. Lightning resistance, cold resistance, fire resistance with life. We have fire, lightning. We don't have cold. We have some energy shield. We have some mana. This is not the best kind of belt. Almost think like this is better. And what else do we want? Let's take this incubating item. So what you do with an incubated item, you right click on it and you place it on one of your items. Something that you probably won't be changing anytime soon. And I'm thinking that it's probably, let's say, it's not gonna be the boots, right? After we kill 7,300 monsters, we will get the effect of that. Incubated item. So, did that make sense? Not sure. Okay, we capped our fire resistance. That is good. That is a step forward there. Even though we lost just a tiny bit of our energy shield, we gain life instead. Let's keep going through here. And this right now is just a magic map. Like, you can make it be rare, you can make it be corrupted. And it's just a level 1 map. Now our strengths will increase, our skills will increase, their quality will increase. There is a lot of strength still left to be gained with the maps. But so will the difficulty of them. Okay. Oh, here was the boss. I guess that's why we got killed. And because we did the magic version of it, we completed the bonus objective. You'll see on the map like how you do that. And that's about it. So we've explored everything. It was a short map. We gained, if we take a look at the inventory, we gained a bunch of items. We gained new maps as well. Let's go here. I like to go to the stash, throw in what we've gained. I'll probably keep this for the near future. Let's see. Just like that. Good. And now we talk to him. And this is the map. So this is the beginning of how the end games looks, right? We started here, we did a map. Every map from tier 1 starts here. And then we'll keep expanding further and further away. I showed you at the end of the last season how a slightly completed map looks. But this is where we go for. And whenever you see these signs, it tells you that you can capture a soul. A soul that is for... where is it? For the Pantheon. So this one, Gorulis, Will 5th, can be captured for Soul of Rislata. Let's see, where is that? Here it is. So if we were to have a vessel, which is an item that we will find later on, we could use it to capture the boss. 60% increased life recovery from flask used when on low life. So that's what that is. And now that we've unlocked this map, there is a chance that we will start dropping these tier 2 maps. And so on and so forth. So you have to unlock everything along the way to get to further and further levels. And there are ways in which we can target different maps and different ideas. For now, what I like to be doing is I'll take a map of each. This one already has some quality on it. And you will see, going back to the maps, what is the U? No. Been so long. Atlas, G. Okay. So you'll see bonus kill boss of magic or higher version of this map. So at this level it's only magic, but then you'll have a bonus level to do one on rare and then on one rare corrupted and things like that. Not sure what the bonus missions do really, but I like to go for them. So we'll do this. Monster have 20% chance to avoid poison, blind and bleeding. That's fine. Player gain 30 reduced flash charges. That is okay too. Area contains many totems. Monster gain power charge on hit. And this one also has extra physical damage as lightning. Monsters take reduced extra damage from critical strikes. So we'll work with these devices for now. I like the map to have a smaller size, so we can click on it, and if we click the scroll, we have two types of devices here. You can have even more of them if you have them unlocked in your, like, from microtransactions or things like that. Let's see, we just unlocked warbands. Now these are different kinds of modifiers that you can apply to your maps. At first, the first trial, generally speaking, it doesn't cost anything, but after that, generally they do cost some chaos orbs. So area is inhabited by 3 additional warbands. So let's do that. Are there better ways to apply these effects at later maps? Can you get something better out of it? Yes. Are we really playing to be the most efficient in the world? No. We're playing it to explore the game. We're playing it for fun. So take into consideration that not everything I say could be the most efficient way to do it, or the best way to do it, or sometimes whether it's even right. Like, I might make a lot of mistakes still, so take everything with a grain of salt. Don't fully trust what I say, and check things out for yourself as well. We will learn more of these along the way. Good. What do we have here? A primordial jewel could be cool. Orbs of fusing while holding a shield on item. A wand, which is not great at all. Okay, we're doing better in here. Another level on our inspiration, which is awesome. Another level on our golems. Woohoo. Have to be careful here, have to step back. So why did this kill us? Others allies cannot die, so they couldn't die while this one is still alive. Extra life, extra damage, fast attacks, gains power charge on hit, and probably something else underneath. Plus is possessed by a ghost. So that is the reason why we die. You can see that every time we die, we'll lose some experience. But one of these maps, or even if you teleport out of a map, there will be less and less portal. Now if you run out of these portals, you cannot go back on that map. You'll have to load a different map. And you'll have to, yeah, to basically try something new for a change. We'll go back and try this again. The problem is these monsters cannot die unless we kill the boss. Should have used some arc lightning too. I keep forgetting now about like the Veil arc. Arc lightning. Now given that that beast died in this circle, there's a pretty good possibility that we will have to fight it again. Oh, no we did not. So let's see, what do we have here? Buy the Primordial. Let's see what else we unlock with all the ritual sites and then we'll decide what we buy. Should probably throw in here some Assassin's Mark. Okay. Let's see, where is Assassin's Mark? Oh, we don't have it equipped. Let's take it from here and throw it. Instead of summon skitter bots. Because we're not using them anymore. And then we'll put Assassin's Mark on Q. Okay, what do we want now? Allocates Arcane Vision. Not a great ring. Not a great axe either. We could have these with Dexterity, Intelligence. We can unveil those and get some effects that we might want to push on our amulets later on. So let's buy this card first and then I'll buy that amulet. I like the fact that we're getting some good items as well. Generally you'll want to enhance your maps. There are different tactics to do. Some people say that you should always enhance them from early on, like augment them, make them better. Others say that you should wait until like the yellow quality maps or level maps. The reason it's important is because they will always pay off. They will also always give you slightly more than you invest in them. By the items that you find and everything else. Now if we're really lucky, we'll be able to find the Mirror of Calandra. The Mirror of Calandra is the item that duplicates an item. It makes an exact replica of it. And that is a very expensive item. And it would set us for life, to be honest. Okay, we defeated one of the warlords apparently. It's probably part of the challenges. Man, I feel so rusty today. Early morning. Okay, we've met Cassia for the first time. Okay. Otesha the Giant Slayer. That looks like some sort of exile. But look at the amount of effects on the ground. You don't know exactly what's what. And look at how many, like without a loot filter, like this screen would be absolutely filled with items. I will buy, as I said, I will buy this. Maybe we'll get an unknown divination card as well. Just because we might get lucky and get some really cool items. At this point we didn't. It's probably also good to re-roll some of these maps, some of these ritual sites, when we didn't find anything really good. Okay, so we met Cassia here. Cassia's content is a bit of a tower defense, so you click on this to activate it. We will be unlocking towers along the way.
Find a place to deploy a tower.
Oh, no, apparently it gives us everything from the start now. So we're gonna add...
Build a tower, as I've so kindly requested.
So we'll have two different areas to defend.
Hello? Please do not test my limits. Patience is not something I can do.
And you can level them up. When they reach level 4, like most of them can be upgraded again. And have a different kind of branch taken. And there are some really important drops that doing this type of content gives you. It's called anointments. It's basically a way in which you can enhance your amulets. Let's see, decorative axe, chromatic gem cutter, transmission, awesome.
Farewell.
Okay, nothing else here, and all of these will offer us, look at this, so amber oil. What it does basically, it will be able to throw on our amulet an enhancement that gives us like these nodes. You can see that if I hold Alt down, it shows us what type of combination of oils we need to use in order to get any of these. And if I'm gonna take a look in Path of Building, you will see that there's some nodes here that tell you, like you'll see, these are not connected by anything. And these are two that we could bring. So we could either bring this with anointment with sepia, crimson and black. We will have 30% increased cold damage, 30% increased lightning damage, mana regeneration and effect of non-damaging ailments. Or we could go this way with 30% increased elemental damage, 10% chance to freeze, shock and ignite, and 20% effect of non-damaging ailments, but 20 reduced effect of chill and shock on us. So these are two, like, if we wanted to go through them, like adding points and things like that, it might be way too expensive. So that's why it doesn't show it here. But you could, like, this is at level 95. Getting to level 100 would offer us 5 more points, but getting to level 100 is very difficult. Anyway, you could go like this. In a sense, I guess we could reach this area at some point of the game. It also says in the guide what type of anointments you should be going for when you go for the Ascendancy. Let's see, is it here? No. Well, for some of them it does show you like that. Maybe it's a bit different on this guide. Let's look for passive points. What anointment is required or preferred? With the introduction of Shaper of Chill and Shaper of Winter, we're now anointing Stormweaver because it gives you a baseline of stats you do like. Lightning damage and mana regeneration are just nice extras, but the real winner here is the effect of non-damaging elements increase your shock and chill effect, and making the node act as if it was both more damage multiplier and less damage taken multiplier. Pretty solid. For anoint that is incredibly cheap. There we have it. The knowledge that you need for why you're going in one direction or another. I love these guides that are really well explained. TbXie does a wonderful job at explaining well as much as possible.
Life is short. Deal with it.
You can never answer all the questions in a guide, but it does give you some basic knowledge and you can figure it out along the way.
When I'm ready, and not before.
So if you're ever confused about playing Path of Exile or when playing Path of Exile, go through these guides. There's even beginner guides, like how you should level, what is important early on and later on. Many tutorials online. There's the PoE University as well from Zizuran. Yeah, let's melt this boss. Let's see, I can even do this. There we have it. Found ourselves the next map. We'll take our portal back home.
Hello.
And let's see. This item I will be throwing it into the Unix. Granite Flask, I do not need it. Increased spell damage, some critical strike. Not good enough. This is a folding, not good enough. This is not good enough either. So I'm just gonna throw all of these in our inventories. Flask on flasks. The rest of them will sell. I just want to go to June. And let's see, what can we unveil here? Skill costs no mana while focused. 8% increased trap throwing damage or strength and dexterity. Ooh, we might actually make something really good out of this. Well, that lightning resistance and spell damage is pretty good. And I'm not sure we need any more stats. But if we do, this could be amazing. Let's see. Mana, damage taken, recouped as mana. 4% of the damage taken, that is pretty good. Yeah, I guess this is the only one we can actually put on this that would make sense.
Be careful.
So even though we don't use it right now, maybe later on we'll need the stats. So I'm going to keep it here. With the rest of them, we'll just sell.
Farewell.
Now, if we take a look at our map, you can see that we've unlocked another node, which means that we'll be open to receive or have as a drop these other maps as well. And we'll continue to do so. Let's go next. We've also unlocked here something, like if we take a look on the right, we have the possibility, like this recharge after each map, and they also, I think they still do recharge after each day. What do we have here? Einhar, the Peace Hunter, Alva, the Master Explorer, Nico, Master of the Depths, June, the Veil Master, right, the Syndicate, and Zana, the Master Cartographer. We didn't find her yet and unlocked her, but she gives us map and we can buy from her. So you click on a map and you have white for white maps, yellow for yellow maps, red for red maps. And let's say that we want some sulfite. I will want to do some delving. Let's say that's my plan. So I will click on this. And now when the map generates, it will have Nico and sulfite veins on the map. So you can see it's already showing on the map. I like to pick a corner and explore. It feels like the old, like in Diablo. In Diablo I always explored the map, like I would go towards the edges, and once the edges are complete I would go towards the center and explore it. I don't think I'm the only one who plays like that, am I? I wouldn't just go for the mission. And I think the appeal of exploring the entire map, generally speaking, is if you don't have the goal of defeating a certain boss, the appeal is always there because it's about items. Like, you never know when you'll get a really good item from one of these encounters, and that's the magic appeal of it. That you want to kill everything just on the off chance that they will drop something really good. And people say, like, what you want to do, generally speaking, early on in the game, you want to work towards the end game. Like, that's what long-term Path of Exile players go for. Whatever you do in the early game is just a quick setup for the later on, but people don't just sit and farm for different items as they level up. Mostly because your gear will become obsolete by the time you reach this area. You'll be changing it a lot, and so it's not really necessary. Offering of Goddess is something that we will need to do the Trials of Ascendancy, so I'll probably buy that at the end. Found another map. And brand new level up as well. Our experience is going up pretty nicely. It's not amazing, but it's not bad either. Apparently we did a prophecy too. Good. Pan map, we'll go to the next ritual, let's see. So, now a change of plan. I'm gonna add here 10% increased evasion rating, we don't really have, but maximum life, maximum energy shield and 4% resistances. And we'll also have this with increased energy shield, maximum life and some regeneration. I think this will be slightly necessary. We saw that there are many times where we took a beating. So I want more resistance. Cool, a rare Coves map. The reason why we care about rare is because the maps will be more difficult, but there will be more monsters, more item quantity drop, and the gear will be better, or have a chance to be better at the end of the day. There's no guarantees in this game.
When I'm ready and not.
Okay. I wonder, did we reach with Arc level 20? No, we're actually at 18. In this chaos, it's slightly difficult to see what we are doing, like what types of attacks are coming in and out, which might really kill us at some point. Stormcloud, not interested. I am interested in getting one of these vessels though. From what I know, like once you have 100 splinters, like have a ritual vessel, you can actually use it to trap one of these encounters afterwards, so after you're done. It could be something really useful. But, you know, I am not totally happy with the items I see here. Even though there is an offering of the goddess. How about we do a reroll? What's this? A Harbinger map. Another exalted orb. because it's not the one that we've been carrying over. Some sepia oil. I will do these two. Harbinger maps. Okay, so we've got another one on achievements. I'll buy the sepia oil. So you can see we're obtaining some of these goals pretty easily. At some point we will target them. We will look in the achievement list and try to get even closer. Because I do like those rewards. I like to go for the achievement just as a basic goal of what am I doing on these maps. Like, if I have no idea what to do on a certain day, I just open the achievement list and try to figure things out from there. Okay. Did we explore everything here? Feels like I've missed something. Let's see. Yeah, the map is not completed yet. Well, where is the boss then?
I'm ready, and not before.
Maybe somewhere here on the edge? Oh, here he is. Perfect. Or? No? Pirate treasure? This guy? Yep, we're done. So now we take the path back home, and we keep doing this. The charm of it being the items and the level ups and everything else. Other than that, there's no... I mean, there's even story. Like, if you are the type that goes for lore, there's a lot of story there as well. I think I threw in the map that we're going on next. Yeah. So we'll keep this. Throw this gem in here. Gonna apply this map next. And I want... let's go for Alva. For the temple. We're very close to unlocking it. And I think this will be the last map of the day. Okay, another unique item, a moonstone ring. Energy shield, increased energy shield, fire resistant, maximum mana. Close to being something really good. But it's not, unfortunately. Because this map will be of a higher level, it will also increase Alva's encounters. So when we go in the Temple of Axolotl, it will be a lot easier to... or it will be a lot harder, but it will be better for item drop as well.
Not before.
Okay. Some of our golems have taken some damage here. Oh, very interesting. But it seems like they're regenerating quick enough. What I'm more impressed about is our mana regeneration speed. Like, look at that. We're not dropping at all. We could do so many things here. And we can still level up clarity. Strength and intelligence, I don't really need it. What, is there anything good here? Like, maybe these? But other than that, I don't see it. I think I might just re-roll this again. Let's see. So, what do we do here? Increase monster critical throughout the temple. It contains a chest full of items or contains timeless monoliths. I do like timeless monoliths. So we're gonna change this one. As you can see, they're tougher. But that will be perfectly okay with us. As long as they give us something that we want or need, then we don't mind the difficulty. I guess that's about it for this, right? Yep.
Good job. The location of the temple is now clear.
Yep. We're done. So found one of these snakes. Without having to really target the monsters and have this kind of chain attack, so much easier to clean some of this interaction. We were really struggling with bleeding back then in the last gameplay. Okay, an amber amulet, orb of fusing, augmentation, ghastly eye. And just an amethyst, I guess so. We have the boss area in here, we also have the ritual site, so let's open these. Okay. Yeah, we have enough. We will re-roll this. Let's see, what did we get here? Well, the possibility to buy some of these. Area contains 3 tormented spirits, that's not impressive. Cast speed while holding a shield, nope. Corrupted blood cannot be inflicted on you. The combination there is not great. This one has evasion. Guess I'll just buy this one and probably defer this one. And that's about it. Let's go. We have an assassin's mark that we can throw in on the boss. Just remembered, basically, that was a thing. We're starting to get a lot of 6 gems. And there we have it. So easy, so easy. Well, that's about it. I'm just gonna quickly go through the map
When I'm ready, and not before.
so we can defeat all of these monsters, gain that extra experience. The possibility of gaining some good items is still there. So I'm just gonna maximize my profits right now. But that is about it for this episode. It's just the beginning of the end game. More interesting stuff is about to come up. But there will be a few episodes where we're just farming, we're just going to the next level map and the next level map and so on and so forth, and we're gonna try to get some items. At some point, might even farm some content, but I'll probably do it on my own since there's not a lot of interaction that I can have with you guys by doing videos. So yeah, that's going to be it for the moment. I thank you very much for watching, I hope you have enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Until then, have a wonderful day everyone.